What's going on, everyone? From the future or the past? What's happening here? Well, as usual, I'm going to give this a few minutes to see who will show up, because this is a live broadcast. And it takes me a minute to get into character mode. Interestingly, we'll get into a few things. The last video I made, the name of it, was in complete algorithmic. It was inception of algorithms with a video that Savan Bomar did. And I didn't go as deep as he did. I went in a different direction, but in the same consciousness. And this video here is more of a response and a recapitulation. Reforming of the understandings. Funny. He just posted it the moment that I did this last talk. And I was going to go down the line that he started talking about. But now I figure might as well just do it now, because what else is there? This is a talk I've done before, but it's very interesting that people have to come across my voice in my image and my talks in a very peculiar way, because people don't know who I am. Yeah. Good. Maybe you'll understand the connection because of the other videos that I've made. So it has something to do with all of the weird things that I get into as far as space and time and what energy is, and yeah, we're gonna get pretty deep into that. But I'm gonna obviously wait. What's your take on it? Well, isn't the name of the show cryptocurrency? So I'm gonna go out on a limb and say, here's what's funny. If I wrote a book, I'd make the title of the book nothing to do with what the book was. I would confuse the fuck out of people. But this is one of the times that I'm going to actually speak on cryptocurrency and currency in general, and necromancy. I wish I should have. Maybe I'll retitle this, because this has to do with necromancy. This has to do with pulling of dead worlds. This has to do with. It's very, very. I really like the word peculiar. And there's a question that I'm going to pose as people show up here, and I'm going to pose it a few times. And it's, the same people continually through the ages go, well, there's a problem with the way the currency exists. Don't trust me. I've been there. I understand. I'm still there to a degree. Where does the energy come from? Where is the, now look into my last 3 videos. We talked about where did energy come from? What is imagination, etc., etc. But we do live in a physical world. We live in Julius Caesar's world. We live in the dead world. Now these are all, anybody else here is probably going, what the fuck are you talking about? Julius Caesar's dead world. What do you mean that money, yeah, it's fiat, yeah, it always doesn't exist. But here's the question. And trust me, I'm going to go on with that thought, that theory. It's going to be a big part of this. Because I was part of the consciousness and understanding that the bankers of the New World Order and all of this, what are they doing? They're controlling information and money and all of this, and it's awful. It's terrible. I remember doing that when I was 20. Now double my lifespan. What have I changed? What have I done? What does it matter? People are gonna hear. What are you gonna do about it? And I mean that as an intense and direct as I can. Like, what the fuck are you going to do about it? You're going to do nothing about it. You didn't change this. No one has. And the reason I posed that question, I'm going to ask it a few times in many different ways. I'm gonna put my phone onto my new wonderful yeah. Hold on, y'all. Tripod that I have here. But the question is, like, what does it matter? What are you going to do? Like, everybody's like, oh, here's the thing. As people get into this, oh, the dollar isn't based on anything. Apparently, you've still been working since 1963, along with your parents, and you've been earning these dollars with these dead presidents on it, and you've been using them to, purchase everything that you have. Yeah, it doesn't seem righteous. It doesn't seem exactly right, but that's what's happening. Yes, it's what you've been using to obtain all the products that you need, that you desire. And even if you're so far beyond it that you're just levitating in a mountain. If you're levitating in a mountain, you're not on this broadcast listening to me talk all this. And you're listening to someone that can literally go without much of anything for a very long period of time. Yet I still comprehend, I still understand what the physical world, Julius Caesar's world is. And I still understand, I still overstand even what the digital matrix is, what the computer systems are. So people have a very long way to go at, oh no, this is what the New World Order wants. They want us to get involved in cryptocurrency. What, so they can kill you the way they've been trying to kill you since 1492? The way they've been killing us since before Jesus came around? Before, everybody on this, they're trying to kill us kick. So I'm going to pause this for a second. I'm not going to pause. I'm just going to, and I'm going to put this up here because I like to do things live. I don't like to do things like all staged event terrorism. This is a non-staged event, cracking open of your fucking skull. That's what it is. Because that's how I work. It's just, I have energy, so I use it. And in the past, I used to believe that my energy wasn't worth anything. I was trained that way. I was trained to believe that, what I have to share is peanuts. That Robert Kiyosaki, rich dad, poor dad mindset. I used to have that. I don't really have that anymore. I still have maintained my humanness. I've still maintained that, but I don't doubt that I'm as valuable to this planet as anything. The information that I have is worth trillions of dollars. I don't doubt that. So in unifying the concepts of value, because this is about value, trading of worth, and then this question that I'm going to ask again. Nobody likes the fact that we gotta have these pieces of paper that are actually pledges to some dead gods, because that's what they are. They're talismans, idols. Trust me, I could tell you all about it. We've done this work before. And I don't mean trust me. I just mean, everybody knows what these things are. Here, I'll give you this piece of paper. You give me this. So we haven't changed that. I've been living in that system for almost 40 years. Most people here have been living in that system their entire life. Before that, what were they working with? And now all of a sudden there's this new thing that's cropping up and people are like, cryptocurrency is no good. Now, do I believe it to be the best thing, the end all to everything? I don't know. I don't necessarily. Could it be any worse? Oh yes, it's going to take us all to our demise. If they wanted to kill you, your fucking ass would be dead. Remember that. If these people that are literally archons and of higher forms of light and value, if they wanted you offed, we would kill you. You'd be out of here. But through these stages of evolution, and the evolution isn't physical one. The evolution is back to where we were. And the evolution through the light bringers of consciousness and awareness. It has to be bridges. You can't just jump over the fucking thing. You don't get to go there. So these people's concepts that, yeah, I get it about the poisoning of the food, and I get it about all of that. Trust me. But if you were immortal, what would you do? If this is a little taste into the immortality talk I was going to do the other day, but it's going to bridge into this. If you were immortal, and you knew that everyone could become immortal, but you knew you were living inside of a dome that was only so big, some people would have to perish and move on to the next, to try again. Because they didn't learn enough. They weren't educated enough. So be it. So sorry they had to go. So sorry that the process of poisoning is part of life. It really is. The part of life is part of death. It's one entwined with the other. So the concept of thinking that this whole great giant creation was built just so everyone could have the wonderful life and be immortal here isn't the truth. You're immortal everywhere. That's I'm going to give you the glowing, wonderful. Here's consciousness. Here's the truth. You're alive forever. There's nothing for you to worry about anything. Trust me on that. But to maintain this body, to maintain a physical actualization of physical form on planet Earth, because there are more places, that's hard to do. That's only reserved for a few. And that's connection to the ability to understand, because this goes into people saying, oh, they want to kill us, and what's the New World Order? And I'm going to get into that. Don't worry. The currency that we're given, that we're granted, how does it come about? And it's all fiat, and all of a sudden it's like the computer systems. What is everybody on all day? Do you know any human beings? People out here like, oh, we need to have the whole system based upon the fruit. We got to make sure that apple is worth $1 and all this. I mean, that's a great idea. I love it. I love it. Trust me. I mean, I love the idea. I like fruit. I like all that. And sorry for saying trust me twice. Don't ever fucking trust a person that says trust them. That's bullshit, right? But conceptually, it would be nice to have everything backed by Mother Nature, because Mother Nature is always providing, etc., etc. But now we have a currency system based upon digital. Where is it? It's empty. I don't have anything in my hand. It's over there. Who's controlling it? How does that work? The question again is, what are you going to do if that's not the case? Do you want to work with the monetary system now? Do you want to work with the monetary system that is based upon gold and silver? Because I ask you again, what are you doing with gold and silver? Are you drawing with gold and silver? Are you making your own little workshop of gold, silver, and copper, and how to create some anti-gravity device, blah, blah, or whatever you do? Gold, silver, and copper have no value in anyone's lives other than what? This machine right here that is actually creating digital currency. It's not even creating, it's holding it. It's a space holder. Now, this is not me telling you anything about cryptocurrency really to get involved with it. I'm just saying, what other choices do people have? I'm not sitting here like as a fucking patsy for the man, like, oh, you're getting the cryptocurrency, because what's your other choices? You're going to go live in a little tribe? Here, hold on one second, y'all. I've got to get my dinner. What's up?
Hey, how are you doing?
Very good, man.
Good.
Ah, beautiful.
Enjoy, okay? I will. Thank you.
Cheers. And see, that is timing right there. See, that's the timing of it. So I have this food that came to me that has value. That adds value to my life, and I got it through a value system. Now, how would I have acquired this? What are the ways to acquire such things? To go live in a tribe, to go plant some of these potato plants and plant some carrots and produce some vinegar. I'm gonna need that for the injera and for the Egyptian foods, and then I'm gonna need the Ethiopian bread, and then I'm gonna need to go and live in that culture and find something that has equal, absolute, immediate trade. But apparently, as far as I can tell, as far as I can see, like, nobody's doing or can do anything about what they think is. This is always the problem. People think the New World Order is. People think Freemasonry is. People think certain institutions are. I read a book on it. Who wrote the fucking book? If you have a problem with Freemasonry, but you read a book on Freemasonry, imagine a Freemason wrote the book that you have a problem with about Freemasonry that is part of a club that you're not in. So what does it matter? You don't work for the World Bank. I'm not saying it's the best system. See, this is what must be understood about all of this. I'm not saying I have the greatest, brightest solution ever. I mean, I think I do at times, but certainly where we exist, what else is the world going to do? What value do you have as a human being? What do you bring to the earth, and how so? Now, should we be going the route of delivering goods and services only in physical format? Because, listen, very, very clearly, my value to the world is about zero without this thing. Without me communicating to all of you through this, could you imagine what I would be doing? I'd be walking through the streets like a fucking aimless, just mindless, babbling, psycho, fucking retard, asking people for loose change so I could go get my next beer or get my next meal. That's what I'd be doing. I'd be like, look at this fucking guy. But yet you all know me to be different. Why? I have an outpost here that I can sit here and go on for hours and you go, Jesus fucking Christ, how do you know all this shit? For hours. I've done 8-hour live broadcasts. Easy. But only because of the technological system that allows me to broadcast whatever I have to say to literally, not only spatially to where you are, but through time, which means in about 3 days, in about a week, in a month, the 30 of you that are here becomes 300, becomes 3,000, maybe in a year. Holy shit. Maybe the Tsar of Russia is watching my, you know? So, the concept is back to what is digital currency. It seems to be currently the only thing that has real value on this planet is someone's authenticity. And this goes back to a lot of what I've talked about. What can you tell me? What can you say that will improve my life? Because all in all, I know that food that's sitting there, I'm not sitting here drooling on it. I don't need it. I'll let that sit here. I'll let that sit there. I'll let that rot. I don't care. I'm not going to, but for me, where I come from, what's valued to my life? Something that brings some what is it? It's one thing. Energy is created by imagination. Someone that can bring me imagination and energy feeds me. And then we go down that line. What's next? Thank you for that. Here's a nickel. Here's a dollar. Here's a quarter. We've progressed and processed to the point where everybody's on their phone anyways. Here we go. Here I am on my phone. I even got a second phone. I even got a second burner phone because I'm doing illegal shit, right? Like people out there doing that. And they got a third one because they got this business shit over here. And they got a fourth one because they got two bitches. They got the woman they're talking to, and then they got the little side chicks, and they got the little burner phone to do this. Look at this. What? But that's real life. That's real talk. That's how it works. Digital systems everywhere. To what? To create some sort of environment. Most people's environment are still stuck here, but at the end of the day, people got to eat. People want something to touch. People have a... They have to walk out there. So how to access that world? How to access that currency? Like I got curry in there, curry, but I'm giving currency out here. I'm giving this wisdom and light free. What if you knew? What if you knew this tomorrow? What if you knew the sun, the light, actually was being fed by you? What if everything on earth, which is black magic, that you're all black magicians, feeding light back to yourself, but the only way you get light back is to feed the soil, to feed the earth, to feed. You feed this, which then brings information into plant life that then becomes what feeds you in the physical form. We can do that spiritually. We can do that with information. My information then, through your ears, because it is constructed, valuable pieces of information that then make something happen in your head so that you can do something in the physical world. Then in return, hey, my dude gave me this cool little, look at this. I got a tripod. I got some food that somebody gave me $20 today. And thank you. I just seen it a second ago. Thank you. And that paid for my dinner. So now I'm like, whoa, look at that. Instead of actually eating right away, I ordered it, but I was so happy and so inspired and impressed and imagination came to me that I ordered this food and then I immediately made a video. That $20 went to good. That $20 went into the food that I haven't even eaten yet. That it's still, see, that food I haven't even eaten. This is proof of what I say. It's not in the food. Food is nothing. That's the reward. That's the reward for this. That's why you eat at the end of the day. Inspiration, the energy. You ever see somebody's just all amped up and you just like see him, you're like, You're like, where did that energy come from? Imagination that created a teeter-totter, whatever. Now, how does that function in the digital world? Well, who knows for most people, but apparently that's the way things are going. So While I'd like to say, hey, if y'all ain't down with it, jump on a ship and go to a little island. Like, hey, I'm, cool, eat mangoes and do all the fit. Earlier the statement was, the earlier video I made was about like the fisherman in the village. You need to be a fisherman in the village. I understand. I fully, I feel you. If you can do that and that will serve your life and you'll feel good about it and that's what's up, man, have at it. I'm sure at some point in my life I'll be doing that. But right now, no, that's not it. And so now here we all sit in Babylon. Here we all sit inside of whether it's the dome or whether it's the NWO, the New World Order that's apparently been around with the New World Order. Apparently at this point it'd be an old world order because why isn't it in place? And if it is in place, then shut the fuck up about it. And if it isn't in place, then stop bitching about it. People, it's the same. This is where it started at the beginning. Like, what are you doing about it other than complaining that there's? Yeah, I understand. I get it. It sucks that they're poisoning food. It sucks that money actually has this weird leveraging thing. But apparently it seems like within the digital world, there's less of that going on. Because I've made more money through this, which is only a few $100. I've made more money through this than I ever in the real world doing, picking up shit and doing things, and it's very funny to me. It's so what is this not evolution? Is this too crazy and weird to people that, oh my God, we're living inside of a digital realm and this is all the Matrix? And then we get back to the question people have asked me before. What if we're inside of a digital realm? Well, who the fuck cares? You still have your feelings. You still have your life. You still can create a child. You're still part of it. So all of that is irrelevant anyways. So this is a matter of how to construct information in your mind to create some sort of environment that is suitable for you and then create currency out of it. And that energy actually is what provides solid things for the world. Energy of the sun creates the vortice of what is literally a spiral of energy coming out of the sun to hit the earth to create something. If the earth is fertile, then the sun will create will give the environment all of the information and nutrition and the nutrients to create a plant that is a physical thing. And so anybody who wants to get on a spiritual trip, have fun with spirituality. If you think it's separate than this body, you don't understand what's going on. You exist within this physical body. So as much as it's nice to be able to be free of having to eat all of this and consume all of this, and we can make do. I can make do at 160. I'm good. What else do I need? I need to do 600 push-ups a day. Ain't gonna make me feel better about myself, We play all those games, but what do we need? Well, certainly it's nice to eat. It's nice to participate in, right? Play around with this. Well, what is that? Is that physical? Well, if you're spiritual, then you ain't listening to music. If you're spiritual, you ain't playing with the drum. That's a physical world, right? See, people separate this thing, and then we got to separate even further to think this digital thing has nothing to do with spirituality. But this digital thing here, it's a layering process. Spirituality, physicality, and the digital realm of this right here. This is the compressed version of what the mind is. This is why we have all of the different systems within a computer. That's why we have these different systems in a car. I can show you the building and tell you why the building was built as a corporation and tell you why there's 3 levels to it, and I can tell you about all the floors and what it has to do with the human body. I can point to a car and I can show you how that car is actually an algorithm for exactly how the function of the body works, including the words. And then I can take you all the way down to this digital thing that is a computer and tell you how your brain works. But it's all essentially from one source. Creative imagination. An imagination to create an environment that is more suitable for you. No one's imagining a realm that there is no physicality. I don't care how spiritual you think you are. You've never imagined a realm without physicality. It can't be, and it won't be done. And if you get to that place that is pure light, what do you do immediately? You're like, well, this was great and fun, but now can I get back into the shit and can I implement some things that I know to this physical world? Because until motherfuckers are out here levitating, I don't want to hear spiritual shit out of people's mouths. Oh, spirituality. Fucking levitate them. Right in front of me. Do it right now. Let's go. But if you say spirituality is included inside of the human form, then I got you. Then we can vibe. Because too many people out here, they get it twisted up. They want to demonize the physical world. They want to demonize the digital world. They want to demonize all these things. But I'm out here saying shit. What am I? What am I? Am I not spiritual? What, I'm not spiritual because I tell you the truth about what veganism is? I'm not spiritual because I tell you the truth about shit? Am I too physical? Weird. Like, I don't know. See, it's the people don't know how to. Where do these systems work? They work within each other. The human body is it's the framework for all things. The spirit lives in the body. So anybody that goes, oh no, I'm spiritual and I'm not, I'm not dealing with we can't, no fap this month. No fap. I don't want any pleasure. The fuck out of here. You don't know what you're talking about because you were in a physical form for a reason. Because you want to experience physicality. Because it got boring out there because you had no memory. You had no memory when you were part of just the light system. Because memory means water and light. So when the light system got together with the water, and it was like creating memory, it needed to sit inside of a physical vessel, which is Earth. So the light system got together with water to create memory to sit inside of a earthy physical vessel. Without the physical vessel, you have no memory. I don't care how much water and light you got. So when people talk about that, I'm like, the only reason you can actually verbalize what you're saying is because you have a physical form in which to do it with. Yeah, this shit does seem separate, but it definitely is as physical as my human body is. Is it illusory? I don't know. Does it matter? So there you go. That was all I had to rant on about, and I thought it was. Hope you guys had fun with that one. I'm gonna go through and see what everybody had to say, and then I'll take this. I'll probably eat my food, and then come back and do like another round on going further on the cryptocurrency because I'm sure there's gonna be some queries in here, but I'll see. And as always, thumbs up are great if you liked what I had to say, and if you didn't, you can eat your own shit. What up, Illumis? What up, Roosevelt Henry? What up, Damien? What up, Jordan? What up, Jake and Zek Chrono? Rick Elba. Rick Elba, that's the correct answer. What up, Jordan at 444? Yeah, Vera Navetas. Our emotions and thoughts are the energy they want. Let me correct you there, if you don't mind. No, they don't want your emotions, and they don't want your thoughts. No one has thoughts. Thoughts are everyone's, and emotions are program operating systems. They want your feelings. They want the way you feel. The way you feel is the energy. Emotions are mental constructs. You go, in the future I might not have. In the past, something used to be fucked up. You emotionally get pulled into the past and future. They control those things. They control your emotions to leech on your feelings. Listen to that one more time. They pull information into the future and into the past. Those are called emotions. It's a concept that you have in your mind of what will occur in the future, or a concept of what will occur in the past. They manipulate those through all of the systems to then extract what is condensed into your feeling. And then you feel a certain way, and they extract the energy out of the feeling. Because the feeling is the only place there is any energy, which is present moment now. Emotions don't occur now. Emotions are programs. And Jake Dyer, artificial intelligence have something to do with the NWO? Yeah, but we'll get into that further. I'll probably do that in round 2, because I really, yeah, we'll get into that round 2. Thank you, Manny fam. I appreciate it. Yeah, get into Grant Morrison, Zet Chrono. There you go. Yeah, Lionstorm. That's funny. You like Infinite Waters because he helps you master the Matrix instead of listening someone bitch and complain. Yeah, I try to find the middle ground there with people because I think most people still live inside of the bitchy complaining Matrix. That's the majority of people because they don't have no. I mean, they don't know how to work with their feelings because their feelings are predicated on emotions. I think I think Ralph Smart out there with Infinite Waters is doing great work for a certain kind of people. I don't think that the same type of audience is, that's for a specific kind of audience. And it's bringing people to something. I can't. So yeah. It's better than like, because there are a lot of people that come out here talking all the like, oh, get awoken to the truth, and all they do is just like shit everywhere. They just go, well, the truth is everything's fucked up. The truth is economy sucks. And the truth is, well, and your government's pissing on you, and your government's fucked. Okay, great. So now what, buddy? Okay, tell me more, pal. I got it. I got that note. I was there. We've all been there. So what's next? What can we do to at least alleviate some of our own sufferings internally and mentally? And they're like, the government's gonna kill you. The government's gonna light your house on fire. See, look at the police are killing everybody. Like what? They killed 600 people this year. You know how many people are in this fucking country? They're not killing anyone. They're causing you mental chaos. Is what they're doing. So they're controlling your emotions. Okay, y'all. So check it out. I'm gonna eat this thing. I'm gonna enjoy it fully. I'm gonna do a little song and dance over it, and I'll be back in a little bit maybe. So thanks for listening to the rant and rave. Hopefully that inspired or distilled some knowledge and wisdom into people and got them on a path to maybe do a little research for yourself about things. And as always, if you'd like to share with me as much as I share with you, please go and push all the buttons beneath. And at least you can put a thumbs up so people go, oh my god, this guy's fucking cool. And then you don't have to give me any money. They'll give me money in the future because they're like, holy shit, he's really awesome. He should have some of my money. Try that. Or just find the people in your family that are really rich and have them listen to me because I'm fucking hilarious and I know how to talk to rich people too, and they can give me money. And they can support all of this. And then none of you have to give me nothing. Look at that. It's simple, right? Find me a rich donor. How's that? Find me one what do they call them out here? They call them the angel investors. Find me an angel. An angel investing in an archon? I don't know. But hey, cheers, y'all. I'll talk to you soon.